Welcome to another Out of the Woods adventure. This is part 4 of our huge Colorado overland series. If you missed the last one, we had a great couple of days with Jeep Jamboree, tackling some trails that I've always wanted to hit, like Poughkeepsie Gulch and the Alpine Loop, as well as some beautiful trails like Ophir and Last Dollar. During that weekend trip with them, we got to enjoy a hotel for a couple of days, but now that that's done, we're back looking for a camp spot and struggling to choose between two. Trying to find that perfect camp spot. Do you want lots and lots of trees and beauty, which is really pretty, less of a mountain view? Decisions. The other one has a really good mountain view looking out. I kind of like this spot over here. You have more of a mountain view over there. You still have a peekaboo mountain view, but really big trees all around you over here. It's kind of cool. I don't know. So that spot, or this one.
This one.
It's really tough.
This one.
That one's just real cool because you're like in a circle of aspens. Whereas this one...
This is the view, babe.
Alright, decision's been made. Angel made the ultimate call. We're going with this one for the big view. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either of them. It's just sometimes hard to choose. After setting up camp, we enjoyed just a nice little evening enjoying the view and having some dinner. I then took out my Colorado Backroads book to look over the route for tomorrow. One of my favorite trails here is Imogene Pass, and I haven't done it in years. So I'm really excited to do it again tomorrow, although we can't do the whole thing as part of it on the backside leading into Telluride was washed out from too much rain. But we can still do the whole front half, and I'm really excited about that. What a beautiful sunrise view to wake up to. Thank you, Angel. Since we had a big day ahead of us, we wasted no time getting breakfast going. But first, I need to set up the whole kitchen station from Seasucker. I've long been a fan of Seasucker. Their products that I normally use are the gas and the shovel mounts. But this whole kitchen setup is brand new to us, but has really come in handy on this trip. I just love how quickly they mount, but also dismount as soon as we're ready to leave camp. The suction on these are also really good. I get asked more about that than anything on if they're actually that strong, but I can go and take this tub, fill it full of water with stuff around it, and it's not going anywhere. But now that we have it all set up, it's time for my favorite part, bacon! And of course coffee, that's a must. There's lots of ways to make coffee when you're out camping. I've tried everything from a French press to other types of pour-overs, but this by far has become my go-to. It's a simple pour-over from sea to summit. Now that the bacon's all done, I add the eggs and breakfast is almost ready. It's hard to beat mornings like this. This is exactly why I love getting out on these kinds of trips. Just simple moments with my family, taking in incredible, beautiful views like this. The only thing we're missing is my daughter Kira. We're definitely missing her on this trip. So we are just finishing up breakfast. We got our fire going over there. We had some eggs and bacon. Perfect morning, and our coffee, of course. And this insane view. Definitely a good camp spot. I'm glad that Angel made us stay here and not back in the trees. But we are just finishing up. We're gonna clean up breakfast, and then we're gonna load all the camp stuff back into the trailer. It's already detached. I love the ability to do that and put everything over there, keeping the Jeep as light as possible. Today, we are going to go do a little hike down in Ouray at Box Canyon, little waterfall hike. And then we're gonna head up to Imogene Pass, which is one of my favorite passes. It's beautiful up there. It's gonna be a good day. And let's do it. The spot we chose to camp worked out pretty good. We were about 30 minutes south of Ouray, near the Mineral Creek staging area. This location gave us great access to the trails, but also quick access back to downtown. After not much time at all, we were back downtown and here at the falls at Box Creek Canyon. I honestly didn't do too much research on where to go once we got here, so we saw a trail, saw a bridge up above, and just started heading that way. And of course, Asher found some rocks to climb on. And after only a quarter mile or so, we finally got to the bridge, and look at this view. And then Asher saw the cave and got excited, and there he goes. One of the main draws of this hike is that you hike down into the canyon, which now we're realizing we might be in the wrong area for that. Whoa. Is this scary, bro?
No.
It's not? There could be bears in here. This could be where Bigfoot lives. Bro, this is probably where Bigfoot lives. Yeah, I know. Once we got through the cave, the view on the other side was just incredible looking out over the town of Ouray. Between the bridge and now this really cool stairway going down this cliffside, this is definitely a cool trail. So we got on the wrong trail, but it worked out because the trail we took went up to the bridge, which is a really cool view, that little tunnel and all that, so it's cool. But now we're gonna go back because we really wanted to go down into the canyon. This trail continues on. I think it's called the Rim Trail. It goes around the entire city of Ouray up high on the wall, which would be a really cool trail to do. I think it's about 5 miles around the whole city. It looks like a beautiful hike. We just don't have time for it. But if you do, that's something you can also do along with this. But now we're gonna go back up, across the bridge, back down, and then into the canyon. Even though we went the wrong way, I was kind of glad we did because this ended up being a pretty cool little hike, and I definitely want to make a return trip and explore a little bit more. But now we made our way to the correct trail, and I am so excited to check out this canyon. If you have a fear of heights, this trail might be a little difficult for you just because of all the exposure, looking out over the edge of the railing, plus looking straight down through the floor, but I promise you it's worth it. Getting down to the water was so cool. The view looking up through this slot canyon basically was such a cool experience. One tip to add about coming here, get here early. As we left, this place was really packing up and there's not a lot of parking and it fills up fast. Well, that was pretty cool and 100% worth it. And it's relatively affordable too. It's only $7 per adult. I think it was $5 for Asher. And we were in and out of here in like half an hour, which was super cool. Just seeing that canyon from below, from above. So I highly recommend this if you visit Ouray. Now, off to go climb some mountains in the Jeep. One of my favorite mountains actually, or favorite passes, Imogene Pass. Imogene Pass is a very popular route for a few reasons. One, as you can see right here, it's absolutely beautiful. The cliff edges, the aspens in the fall, and all the mountaintops you're looking at are just spectacular. And soon this road will take you up to the top of those mountaintops. This is actually the highest road in the state of Colorado, at a crazy 13,114 feet. Of course, the other cool thing about this area is all the history, like these buildings here, from when this was a very busy mining operation. I also want to take this time to give a shout out to my wife, because a lot of the footage you see is shot from her. To get this shot, for example, as you'll see right here, she is expertly managing my 360, walking behind the Jeep as I go. For those that have asked, we have a mixture of ways that we shoot these videos. A lot of the content is just shot on our phones. But then to get unique angles like this, we love the Insta360 X4. I have it attached to an Insta long extension pole So right now I'm just bracing it under my arm, sticking out the side of the Jeep to get some very unique perspectives. Another thing I love about this trail are the multiple water crossings that you have. They're always fun. This one's an optional route to take. There's also a bridge further back that you can see behind the Jeep. And now we're coming to one of my favorite parts of the trail is this cool spine that you get to drive across. It's an optional side trail you can take that takes you up to not really a ghost town, but at least a couple cool old homes. One of the coolest things about all these trails up here are all the old cabins and all from back when they were mining all this. It is so cool checking out these cool cabins. Whoa, dude.
Gotta be careful.
Gotta be very careful, because a lot of this is probably pretty rotten. There's an old door over there, and I see where the roof was too. Hey, bud, do you just want to live here? We could leave you like a sleeping bag, pillow. Hey, a couple of granola bars. Would that be good for a couple months? I don't know, Crazy Bobby. I think it'd be good. I'm gonna check out this old cabin or whatever it was.
A little bench.
How cool is that, dude?
There's
There's a bunch of plywood in there. Actually, you know what? It is safe, bud. Come here.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Yeah, someone's done a little bit of work to it. Little bench in here. Some some underwear. Probably stinky underwear.
Be careful on that way.
How cool is this, dude?
I'm gonna climb up there.
No, that would not be safe. You wanna live here, bud?
Yeah.
We'll just stay here forever?
You would just have to repair it a bit.
On a t-shirt, we don't need to buy any clothes because we have a shirt and we have underwear. That's all we need, right? Just that and this beautiful view. Alright, let's keep going.
This place is cool.
Super cool, huh?
Look at this bench actually works. I have nothing right about
Okay.
that.
Oh.
Favorite door.
You ever been in an old place before?
No.
Hey, Mom, do you want some free
Yeah,
underwear?
this has got to be 130, 150 years old.
Mom, do you need some underwear? Please just free some.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, pretty wild. So kind of cool. This always brings back good memories. Exploring things like this. Growing up, my grandpa was really into off-roading, and him and my grandma, actually, I should say him and my grandma were both really into off-roading. They spent a lot of time exploring not just Colorado, but all the Southwest, all the old ghost towns, and were somewhat, wouldn't say famous, but they were pretty well known in the ghost town community because they supplied so many photos for different historical websites and stuff like that that kept a log of the shape of or the condition of all the ghost towns all across the whole Southwest. So growing up, we used to spend a lot of time off-roading different places like this, and I just have a lot of fond memories of doing this with my grandparents. So it's always kind of cool, and now I'm getting to do it with my family, which is even more cool. So it's a good time. After enjoying that little pit stop, now we have the final bit to drive to get up to the pass above us. And now Angele's going to get to drive the spine, which she was very nervous about, but I knew she would handle just fine. And by her driving, it gives me the opportunity to fly the drone to get some really unique perspectives like this. I still can't get over just how beautiful it is up here. Even though we're above the aspens, there's still so much fall color, and it's just amazing. A couple good reminders on a trail like this when you're on a cliff edge is to watch ahead, especially if you're coming down, because the cars coming up have the right of way. So make sure if you see a vehicle coming up, find a place to get over so they can get past you as easily and safely as possible.
Thank you.
But now we are approaching our next fun little stop at Poser Point, where you can see a 4Runner up there right now. This is a great spot if you have the guts to drive your vehicle up to this little cliff edge, peninsula, whatever you want to call it. It's a great spot for a photo, to get your blood pumping a little bit, and to freak out your wife. Of course, I had to get up on the Jeep to see the view at an even better perspective. And of course, Asher, seeing me do it, he had to come join me, and I wasn't going to tell him no. These are the kind of memories I cherish with him. This is so cool. It was awesome standing up on top of the Jeep on Poser Point with Asher. Was that pretty cool, dude? He was pretty excited about that. After he saw me do it, he's like, Dad, I want to do it with you. I'm like, all right, come on up here. Of course, we did it all very, very safe. I helped him up the entire way, so there was no danger there at all. That's always something to keep in mind. It still gave, it's still stuff for her to watch. But yeah, we did it all very safe. One of the other guys that we met up there was very nice and guided us up on two Poser rocks. There's no danger of rolling over. And then, yeah, I helped him up. We stood up there and I had my hands on him the whole time so there wouldn't be any accidents. But now we are almost the top of Imogene, and I can't wait to see the view up here again. One of the other great things about Imogene Pass is that it's not a crazy difficult drive to do. Most 4x4s with good clearance and a good driver can do it. I definitely wouldn't recommend vehicles that just have all-wheel drive, as having a low range helps tremendously just ease the stress on the engine. We made it to the top of Imogene, I'm not really sure which one it is. The view is amazing. Unfortunately, some weather came in, which that's Colorado for you. There's some rain or sleet or snow right over there. I think it's heading our way. So we're gonna take some photos, enjoy it here for a few minutes, get some lunch, and then get out of here before that rain comes and gets us all wet. But really good to be back up here. This view is just amazing. What are you doing, dude?
It spins.
Oh.
Slowly turn.
Is that pretty cool view, dude? Pretty cool playing that stuff, huh?
Yeah.
All the old structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just noticed as we were up here getting a photo for Imogene, there's a couple classic old Jeeps. Look at that. That is so cool.
We need one of those.
That Power Wagon is so big compared to that little Jeep. That's super cool. Such cool old rigs. Originally, we had planned to make it over to Yankee Boy Basin today as well. Unfortunately, with the weather, we decided to go ahead and pass on that. No time like in the rain to take a little pee break. And apparently just holding your hands out in the rain is a good enough wash in his mind.
No, Asher, come on.
definitely a Seattle boy.
You feel better now?
I am continually amazed at what these Jeeps can do. I understand I have a lift and all that, but like that last little wall we just went over, that was a good sized wall. I don't know how it's gonna come out on film or on video, if it's gonna show just how big and steep it is, but that was probably a close to a 4 foot tall wall, and we just rolled up it and it was wet too, as if it was nothing. Like it's just crazy, and I'm like a little kid just being able to crawl over things with my little RC remote control car. It's just a lot of fun. Dude, is this so much yellow?
Yeah. There was a good view up there.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Josh, what you doing?
I have decided that, we have decided that originally we were going to go way up to a mountaintop, and it's just too much effort, too late in the day. But I don't want to stay here. I want to move something different. So we're going to go to a spot that I originally wanted to go to last night, just over there. So we're hooking up real quick, and we're going to go down to the other spot.
Yeah.
Getting up to one of the mountaintops would have been really cool, but it was just too late in the day. And even though this camp spot was really, really beautiful, I decided if we're staying down here, we might as well go try out that other spot too that we found the night before. Because we're not making camp up on top of one of the mountains like I had hoped to, we decided to detach the trailer tonight. That way we could get up for a really early sunrise send. I'm gonna have to remind myself next time to bring my drill, which would make this so much faster. Dude, you're crazy.
There is a tornado currently coming. We have crashed into water.
After getting camp set up, an important question came up that we would like your input on. Mom's spot better or is my spot better? Yeah.
Whatever.
We win 2 against 1. We'll see what the internet has to say about it.
Yeah, it's gonna put up 200.
I know I keep saying it, but here's even more reasons why I love doing this with my family. It's just simple, wonderful downtime. Tonight for dinner is...
Tacos and nachos.
Well,
It
no.
rhymes.
It's not just kind of without the melted cheese, but that's okay. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of our Colorado series. Make sure to come back soon to see our next one, our finale, as we leave Ouray, head over to Telluride for some really, really fun times, as well as this quick morning send to a spectacular sunrise. See you then.